Lakeland student, staff, and faculty. My name is Jenny and I am your on-campus yoga instructor. Today we are pleased to bring you a flow that's going to focus on twists. So go ahead and get in something comfortable, and we're going to start right away. Bring a mat or something comfortable that can be underneath you during this practice, and make sure to take it at your own pace. Our bodies are vastly different, and make sure to honor the body that's shown up for you today. So we're going to start sitting. However, it would be comfortable for you to sit cross at the ankles. If it feels better to extend the legs long, or even stooped Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees can splay out wide. I'm going to cross at the ankles and just allow the sit bones to connect to the earth, the mat, and the hands can be closed on top of the knees, or if you need more open, receptive energy, you can flip the palms up towards the ceiling and splay the fingers out wide. Go ahead and bring the shoulders up towards the ears, and then relax them on the exhale down the back. Go ahead and flutter the eyes shut. And just take a few letting go breaths at your pace. Allow fresh oxygen to come in through the nose or mouth and out through the nose or mouth. Again, in through the nose or mouth, out through the nose or mouth. Start to deepen your breath. Inhale through the nose, fill. Open mouth, exhale, release. Inhale, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, release. One more. Inhale through the nose, fill. Open mouth, exhale, release, side out. Settle into this physical space. Settle into your breath. Settle into your body. The word yoga means to yoke, to bring together that which is separate, or the realization that there's no true separation. There's no separation between you or anybody else practicing. There's no separation between your mind, your body, and your spirit. We all exist within this beautiful web of connection. So as you sit and breathe here, just notice that feeling of connection. If you're feeling a sense of disconnection in this moment, know that you can start to change your mindset. Focus solely on your breath. Your inhale and exhale. Notice your connection with your breath. Notice your connection with your body. Start with the connection of yourself and with yourself. And as we move and breathe together, we can start to strengthen this unity, this bond, and this web of connection. One more round of your breath at your pace. With your eyes still closed, allow your hands to come to heart center. Palms are going to press in towards one another. Thumbs are going to press in towards your heart space. Setting an intention, dedication as part of your practice. Set it here. It might be a word, it might be a phrase, a mantra that is true to you, that keeps you anchored in your practice, in the present moment. I am worthy. I am connected. I am peace. We'll seal our intention with breath. Inhale through the nose, fill out. Open mouth, exhale, release, let it manifest. Gently flutter the eyes open. Allow the left hand to come to the outside of the right knee. Right hand's going to go behind you, keeping the spine nice and long. Leave the gaze, comes over the right shoulder, stays to the side of the room, whatever feels okay in the neck. Continue, inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Gently return back to center. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left hand steeples behind you, tall on the fingertips, keeping that spine nice and long. Hip bones equally connected to the earth. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Maybe the gaze starts to float over the back. Left shoulder. Gently return back to center, and we're making our way to hands and knees, tabletop. Gently allow the wrists to be under the shoulders. The hips are above the knee space. Find your foundation. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more together. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Return to a neutral spine. Allow the left arm to go shoulder height. It might feel good to expand it up. Circle through the wrist. Exhale, thread the needle, coming down on the left shoulder, rest on the left side of the face. The right hand can crawl forward. Palm can stay resting down, or you can take a half bind, bending at the elbow, sending the hand up and back to grab that opposite hip. Breathe here in the twist. Hips are staying high rather than dropping down. One more round of your breath. Exhale, if you took the bind, gently allow the right hand to plant down, coming up through hands and knees, tabletop. Taking the opposite side, right arm goes to the right, shoulder height, or expanding it up, circle through the wrist. Exhale, thread the needle, allow the right arm to come under the left, resting on the right side of the face. Left fingertips can crawl forward, or half bind. Gently send the hand up and back, grab that opposite hip, breathe into the twist. One more deep breath in. Exhale, allow the left hand to plant down. Return to center. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl cat. Return to a neutral tabletop. Send the right hand over towards the left corner of the mat, and you're going to gaze to your back left heel. Side body stretch. Return back to center. Left hand to the right corner of the mat. Take the gaze back to the right heel. Exhale, return to center one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, right hand, left corner, gaze back. Exhale, release to center. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, left hand, right corner, gaze back to the right heel. Return back to center. Setting up for our first downward facing dog, planting through the fingers, curling the toes, sending the hips up and back. And this is our first time here in downward facing dog, so take some time to get here. Pedal, shake the head. Maybe walk the dog, as they call it, by moving the knees. If you're unsure the length of the down dog, shift forward to a high plank like you're going to go down for a push-up. Bend your knees and then send the hips up and back. We want to intentionally melt the heels down to the earth. They may never touch. That's totally okay. Spread the fingers wide to the webbing. And if you feel like you're hyperextending the knees, if it hurts too much in the calves, the hamstrings, bring a gentle micro bend. You want a nice flat spine from the wrist creases all the way up to the hips. Inhale, gaze forward between the thumbs. Exhale, gently step to the top of the mat, taking your time to get there. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, hang in a ragdoll, grab for opposite elbows. Bend your knees so much that your torso makes connections with the tops of your thighs. Might feel good to sway side to side. Maybe the hands come to the nape of the neck, not forcing the head down. If you'd like chest expansion, you can grab a towel and put it between your hands, or if it's there in the shoulders, you can grasp them together, hugging the heel end of the hands together, rinsing the arms overhead. Breathe. The hands are lifted and bound. Exhale, release them down to their deepest place on the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, strong through the feet as you inhale, reach up, lift the fingertips up high. Exhale, hands to heart, bring it in. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, reaching the hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, and this time step back to that high plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, pedal the feet, shake the head. We're going to take that Sun A sequence together again. Find your downward facing dog and breathe. Inhale your gaze forward. Exhale, gently step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, root, rise, lift tall. Exhale, bring the hands into heart center. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, reach up. Maybe your gaze starts to float up towards your thumb. Exhale, forward fold, bow to each other. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to that high plank position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back, downward facing dog, 2 to 3 breaths, reset. From here, keeping the left toes planted down, 3-legged downward facing dog, right toes lift high to the sky, press the heel of the foot back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step the right foot between your hands. If you need to, you can shimmy up the foot to get there. Feel free to keep the back left leg lifted, or if you'd like, gently start to melt it down to the mat. Hands will frame the front right foot. Staying here, or you can start to walk the hands on top of the right knee. Feel this stretch along the left hip. Another option is to reach the fingertips high overhead. Wherever you feel it in the body most, go there and feel free to stay and breathe. One more deep breath in. Exhale, allow the hands to plant. Frame the foot. Curl the back left toes under, find a low runner's lunge. Easy twist. Left hand plants, right hand lifts. Breathe into this twist. Plant through the bottom left hand as you spring the right hand up overhead. Gaze up if you can. And then exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Toes are going to come in, heels out, hinging at the hips. Allow the head to gently come down. If there is any lightheadedness, keep the head lifted, maybe even stapling through the fingers. Instead of pressing the hips back, we want to try to keep the hips in line with the heels. It may feel good to shake the head. Inhale, halfway lift the spine. Allow the right hand to plant, keeping the hips level. Inhale, reach the left hand high. It may not go all the way overhead, it may just come to the side. Continue to breathe in the twist. If it feels okay in the neck, you can gaze up towards the left thumb. Exhale, allow the left hand to plant, switching sides. Hips stay level, right hand lifts high. Feel free to circle through the wrist. Maybe the right hand doesn't come all the way up. Honor your body without forcing it into any posture. Exhale, both hands come down. One more time each side. Right hand plants, left hand, inhale up, reach. Exhale, left hand plants. Right hand reaches up. Exhale, both hands plant down. And we're gonna make crawl to the back of our mat, framing our front left toes now, finding a low runner's lunge. So the back of our mat has become the front of our mat. Gently melt the back right knee down, or you can stay lifted. Keeping the hands planted, or walk the hands on top of the front left knee. Feel the stretch through the right hip here. Stay here, or the hands can start to reach overhead. Palms rotate in towards one another. Breathe. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. One more deep breath in. Exhale, allow the hands to plant down. Curl the back toes under. Easy twist. Right hand's gonna plant, left hand reaches high. Press out of the ground. Active through the back foot. Exhale, thread it under, wide-legged forward fold. And release here. Again, if any lightheadedness has come into the body, you can halfway lift the spine. Sometimes when we drop the head below the heart, we feel a lightheaded sensation. Inhale, halfway lift your spine. Exhale, crawl the hands forward, framing the front right foot. Plant the hands and gently step back. Downward facing dog. Pedal the head and feet. Inhale, left toes reach high to the sky. Three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, low lunge. Step the left foot between the hands. We're setting up for a lunge. So keeping the back foot on the ball mount. Bend that knee a little bit, giving it a micro bend. Hands are going to reach overhead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, open arm twist. Left arm is going to go back and the right arm is going to go forward, twisting towards your front left knee. If this is too much, you're more than welcome to melt the knee down. Inhale, return to that runner's lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, frame the foot. The back knee is melted down, gently lift it up. Plant the hands and step back to downward facing dog. Shake the head, 2 breaths. Inhale, the right toes lift high to the sky, 3-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, low lunge. Take your time getting here. Setting up for our crescent lunge. Inhale, reach high overhead. Micro bend that back left knee. If you'd like, you can melt the back left knee down. Same posture we've been here before. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left arm goes forward, right hand goes back. Crescent twist. Breathe into the twist. Inhale, return to that lunge space. Exhale, hands are going to plant, framing the front right toes, curling the back toes under. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. And when you're ready, melt the knees down. Find a child's pose, balasana. Forehead, head, neck, shoulders can start to melt down. You can rock the forehead side to side, keeping the hips pressed back. The right hand is going to thread underneath the left. Thread the needle. You can rest on the right temple. Inhale, return to child's pose. Exhale, release. Allow the left hand to thread under the right. Thread the needle, resting on the left temple this time. Inhale, both arms reach long overhead, melt the head, the neck, the shoulders down. Gently walking the hands back, finding hero's pose. Knees are going to come together. Hands are going to rest on top of the thighs. If this is uncomfortable, you can even lift the hips and keep the head reaching up. And exhale, we're making our way to lay on our backs, swinging the legs out in front of us. When you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Our first time on our back today. Might feel good to rock side to side, massaging the lumbar spine. Take the knees both directions. And when you're ready, allow the arms to go to a T, shoulder height, or you can goalpost bending at the elbows. Knees stay hugged in towards the chest. Exhale, allow them to drop to the left. Your right hip may lift up. Spinal twist. Gaze up towards the ceiling, or you can start to float your gaze towards your right shoulder. Knees are going the opposite direction of your gaze. Breathe into the twist. Inhale, allow the head to return back to center first. Knees will come up second. Exhale, drop the knees to the right this time. Gaze to the left. Or you can keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. The left hip may start to lift. Wringing and rinsing the body, detoxifying. Inhale, allow your gaze to come up first. The knees come up. Find full wind removing posture. Lift your nose, your head, your neck, your shoulders, all the way up off the mat. Hug everything in to a tight ball of energy. And then exhale, release into Shavasana, final rest. Take up some space. Palms can be open, receptive. Or if you need more grounding, flip them down to the earth and allow them to reconnect. Release any constricted breath and allow your body to find a sense of peace and a sense of calm. Feel free to pause the video and stay here for as long as you need to. I will stay here for 2 to 3 more rounds of breath and cue you out of Shavasana, but take your time. and stay as long as you need. Start to bring some awareness back to your breath and your body. Bringing gentle movements in the fingers and the toes, maybe rocking the head side to side. When you're ready, reach your arms tall overhead, toes out in front of you, big morning stretch. As you exhale, roll to the left or right side into a fetal pose. And just pause for a moment. With your eyes closed and head heavy, allow your hands to help guide you to a comfortable seated position, facing the front of the room or the video. Hands are going to come together at heart center, palms pressing in towards Anahata, your heart space. We'll seal this beautiful practice with one community breath. Inhale through the nose, fill. Open mouth, exhale, release. Allow your thumbs to float to third eye center, that space between your eyebrows. We bow to one another, Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me for this practice. As always, I hope you are well and healthy. And until next time, thanks much.